So I'm not sure you guys have been heard this program TR90. It's actually not just a diet program. It's actually transforming your body, all of your body in 90 days. So it's a different, it's not just a regular diet program that you're losing weight. It's a completely different program that it's gonna give you a whole lot different experience of your life. So have you ever thought about this? Aren't you sick and tired of dieting? I have actually done, like I said, I have done like 20, 30 diets in my life. When I was in high school, my waist was like 36 inches and I was size 11 to 12. And I have actually done so many different diets before. So starting from one food diet, just eating one thing for a week, or eating and vomit. And I had a binge eating disorders, and um, from doing so many diets, I just figured it out the diets really doesn't work. And I ended up um, exercising 3 to 4 hours a day and only eating chicken salad all day. And then I made that result, but it didn't really continue my weight on there. So what I figured it out, diets do not work unless, actually, did you guys know about what's called body burden? It's actually toxins in your body. So diets actually don't work unless you clean those toxins in your body. So this is what happens. So how chemical body burden can make you fat. So even your normal body system, when you start having all these toxins in your body, then you will start to gain weight. From right here. From our article says that this body burden is poisonous buildup in our system, in our body, and this can actually transfer to newborn babies of hundreds of systematic chemicals detectable in cord blood. So, and it can be 80,000 industrial chemicals. So it's not just what we eating, fast food, or some harmful food, whatever that is not really good for you. It could be affected by plastics and what kind of products that you use on your body. And so even if you eat a whole food organic diet, avoiding this chemical is pretty close to impossible. They are in the water you drink, the air you breathe. They even get in your organic food through plastic and paper packing. Isn't it kind of scary? So here, so body burden can really build up in your body, and it's kind of we are eating all this toxic in our body. This can actually cause autism 10 times more, male birth defects, childhood asthma, and all this, awful disease. So it's important that we have to keep ourselves to very clean environment. So what happens with these toxins, our body actually have only 3 options when dealing with this toxin, with the food, addictive, and chemicals, right? Since what we eat nowadays, that we cannot really avoid processed foods and everything, that actually builds up in your body as a toxins. It can bury them in body fat. That's why you're getting fatter and fatter. And it deposits them in the tissues of your body, which is worse, or we move them. So this is what happens. Your body is normal. There's no toxins in the middle. You get all these toxins in your body from drinking alcohol, or like eating, let's say, like bread, or like hamburgers and sodas and stuff like that. And that it builds up, and it ended up getting into your fat cells. So you get fat around your organ areas even more. So imagine your water pipe after being used for 10 years. So all these toxins ended up kind of floating all around your blood vessels. So I want to ask you, how often do you clean your house? Like, deep cleansing. How often do you guys do it? once a month or maybe 2-3 times a year. It could be that, but we cannot really clean every water pipe or the bricks of the house, right? So even we try to detox our body by doing detoxing juice, which I already did before, all that, it's not going to clean your blood vessels. So what happens is, just look at that picture. After using water pipe for 10 years, right? It clogs like that. So one of my customers, she had to change her pipes after 15 years. There was no problem with it. And it just became broke because she couldn't really clean it or anything. So she had to end up spending $9,000 to replace all of her water pipes. So imagine your blood vessels after 30 years. Yeah. I don't know how old you are, but we couldn't really clean our blood vessels, right? I'm 36, so there. So what happens is, from by the age, right? If you just live normally, your blood vessel looks like this. So 20s, very clean, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. It doesn't look very nice, right? Especially going to the 60s. So this is actually Korean actresses here on the left and middle, and the right is he's actually a health trainer. So both of these girls actually looks very young. And the last one, she's 47 years old, but her blood vessels actually age 80 years old. So when you see that 60-year-old blood vessel, she has a worse condition there. And the middle person, she's 46, but her blood vessels is aging 72 years old, right? So what you see on the outside does not matter inside. But on the right side, even he's younger than them, but he kind of looks old, but he has a lot of muscle, right? The muscle actually helps your body to cleans up your system, and his blood vessels ages only 7 years old. So remember this picture, okay? Here, so they both have only 1 year differences. On the left, her blood vessels ages 20 years old, and on the right has a blood vessel 50 years old. Just imagine their 50s and 80s. On the left will have a much healthier life because her blood vessels are a lot cleaner. On the right will not be, might have that have a disease that I actually talked about in the previously, right? So here, look at that blood vessel on the left, on the right. Yeah. And why diet and detox does not work? Not just having toxins, it's because of the hormones. I figured it out. Because I was learning TR90, I actually understand about this hormone thing, because there's actually a hormone called ghrelin that makes you want to eat, right? And when you have a normal hormone system, the ghrelin goes out and then leptin comes out to ask you not to stop eating. Actually, I'm full, I don't want to eat anymore. That's what leptin does. But when you stressed out and then your hormone goes all in balance, it's not going to give you that give that cue. So what happens is that, have you ever thought about have you ever had a feeling like, oh, you keep eating and eating and you don't feel like full, right? Because when I was dieting, like I said, I had a binge eating disorder. So I would, after Valentine's Day, chocolate's always on sale. So I will just buy a bunch of chocolates on the table, and I'll just eat it all day, and I'll just throw up. Yeah. But even I'm eating so much calories, I didn't feel like I was getting full. That means my hormones is getting completely off by eating all this like toxin food and everything. So ghrelin and leptins and insulin and cortisol. So cortisol is very important. And when you have a balanced cortisol levels, all of this hormone affects like normally, but when we are stressed out, especially when we are locked down right now these days, and it can't be really controllable. So when you get stressed out, when you you know, TV shows or something, usually when the lady or the actress gets stressed out, she will just, you know, seek for ice cream and stuff like that. That's what happens here. So you cannot really win how this hormone affects in your body, but that's why diets cannot be done with the willpower. Because some of my friends say, oh, you know, you haven't really achieved your diet goals because of your willpower is not very strong, but it's not right, because your hormone system is all broken because of those toxins and everything. But TR90 will help to balance your hormones to become normal. Isn't that great? So it will help you to have that, especially the leptin, to feel like, you know, you're eating and you feel full after, so you don't seek food more and more. So after here, when you get obese, right, you're getting fatter and fatter, you can be exposed to become diabetics, right? 2010 diabetic care was cost annually $6,000, and 2019 diabetic care raised up to $9,600, and it takes like most of all of the medical fees and exposures. And some of my friends, right, doing so many diets because it was giving so much yo-yo effect coming back. And I actually read so many different diet books because you know, I was obese. And as if you guys know my background in music, I used to sing opera, so I was opera singer. And my friends were, because they wanted to be on stage, they wanted to look good. And one of my friends who's were in a choir, she had a lot of fat on her abdomen and her thigh, so she got a liposuction done for $10,000, and it was actually painful surgery for her, and it actually came back 6 months later. I mean, doing so many diets because it doesn't work. So you ended up doing liposuction, but it really didn't work. And I found an article saying that here in LA Times, with the liposuction, the belly finds the thighs loose. So it says it took a year after liposuction, but it all returned. Look at this woman here. So she got liposuction done on her legs here. So she was happy being skinny for a year, and then after a year, all the fat comes back, not on the places that what she have done the liposuction, but on the top here. So it all returns. So the liposuction really doesn't work. It says Dr. E. Gill said here. So what is TR90, right? So what happens is with the traditional diets, it actually loses the muscle and the fat, everything there, and then you actually lose the muscle. TR90 actually keeps that muscle or gains more muscle and then lose the fat only. And this is very important because, let's watch this video.
Let me tell you the dirty secret of dieting. Dieting makes you fat. Don't believe me? In the next 90 seconds, I'll prove it. This is Bob. Bob wants to look good at his reunion, at the beach, or just look better naked. So Bob diets and loses 30 pounds. That's great, right? Wrong. Losing 30 pounds and thinking you're healthy is like cutting off both of your arms and celebrating for losing weight. The scale doesn't matter. Everyone has what we call an internal body engine, which consists of your organs and your lean muscle. Your body engine is always running and burning calories. As long as your body engine is running properly, you'll burn calories naturally. When Bob dieted and lost 30 pounds, what he didn't know was only 20 pounds of what he lost was fat. The other 10 pounds were lean muscle from his body engine and therefore lowered the number of calories he burns naturally. So Bob gets off his diet and falls back into his normal eating habits. But since his body engine isn't burning as many calories anymore, all of those extra calories that aren't being used go straight to fat. Bob gains more than he weighed before, and so he diets again. But he damages his body engine again and gains even more. He's fallen into the vicious cycle of dieting. So what's a guy to do? Through our weight management programs and unique technology, we focus on body fat percentage and strengthening your body engine, aka building your lean tissue to burn calories naturally. A bigger body engine burns more calories, meaning you'll maintain a healthy body for months and years ahead.
Yes!
You'll know you're in great shape when you lose inches and your body fat percentage lowers. Now, Bob is looking great at his reunion, looking better at the beach, and looking his best when he's naked. We're changing the way the world sees dieting and health. You can do it too. Want to know how? Just ask.
From that video, you can see all it actually lost. Losing a muscle is almost losing arm, right? So what happens is the scale doesn't really matter. The picture before the video, it says that you're actually, from the traditional diet, you're actually losing fat and the muscle and everything together, but you're actually losing weight, the scale, right? So this is picture that I wanted to show you. Look at this picture with the person on the 127 pounds and then 136 pounds. Which one looks better for you? Which body is more attractive to you? I think the right one is, right? It's 136 pounds. Here is 123 pounds, lady here. And look, and she is 12 pounds even more than this person, but she looks even leaner and skinnier here because of the muscle mass is a lot higher. If you see the fat, the volume of the fat here, and then the volume of the muscle here is, even it's the same way, it shows a big difference there. So when you do a traditional diet, the yo-yo effect comes. I was actually looking at this video of a juicing diet or something. So this person, when he was just a little bit fat, just a little obese, and he decided to do a diet for himself, and because he was losing muscle, he was gaining more weight. Every single time he was doing diet, he ended up being 300 pounds. So this is what happens with the traditional diet. Before, you're just a little bit, you kind of need a diet here, and then you lost weight and muscle and everything. And then after, you get bigger and bigger. Why? I will explain. So here, traditional diet loses a lean muscle, which is, it will give you that burning engine of the metabolic burn. Here, so fat and muscle goes down. But age-lock TR90 maintain more lean muscle, and it gains more muscle, and then fat goes down. And you can see the huge difference in muscle, right? The metabolic burn goes down from the traditional diet, and metabolic burn goes up on an age-lock TR90. Do you guys know what metabolic rate is? It's actually the calories that how much you burn even you're sleeping and doing nothing, just breathing. Yeah, so you're not exercising or anything. Let's say I or you did the traditional diet, and then your metabolic rate was 1,500. And after doing traditional diet, you become 1,000 metabolic rate. So every time, because you lost muscle, your metabolic rate came down to 1,000. So every time you eat, 500 calories you will gain. So you, after doing your diet, you're going back to your normal eating, you will start gaining 500 calories every single day. So that's why the yo-yo comes back. But age like TR90, when, let's say if you're 1,500 metabolic rate, and after you're doing TR90, your metabolic rate goes up to 2,000, then even you come back to your normal eating habits, you will have a, more metabolic rate, so you will not have a yo-yo effect. You will even have a burning body that it's going to burn even more calories every single day. So imagine that. So that's why there is no yo-yo effect after TR90. So here are some examples. So here she lost, like on the left, maybe like 26 pounds, or on the middle she actually lost like 8% of the body fat rate. So you will be feeling it's very hard to lose body fat with the traditional diet, but with the TR90 you will see the amazing result by losing body fat. So you will feel the size is getting smaller, and you have a more lean muscle to have more energy. So muscle will give you the lean and tone healthier you. And TR90 is actually for the have a genetic expression. It is a very word number first genetic diet in the program. So what happens is the normal diet cell expression here is here, the blue one. And then when you become obese, your cell expresses it differently. But after TR90, 92%, you will restore body fat cells to a normal fat cells. For example, even if your mom or even if your mom or dad are obese, you know, you ended up having the obese body fat cells, right? So it's harder for you to lose weight. But with the TR90, with the genetic expression, Ajax science will restore your obese body fat cells to the normal body fat cells. Amazing, right? So look at this video here. So just imagine if I know we have a longer life expectancy now, so we can live up to 100 years now. But you know, everyone does not want to, you know, face their late years on the bed from the hospital, right? So imagine that mouse on the left being a 96 years old I mean, every time I see that, I imagine myself being that mouse, and then receiving TR90, you know, AGI ingredients, you can be healthier and a lot stronger when you are being younger. So getting detox by your blood vessels and will give you a lot more energy and everything. So here, this is actually the Korean comedian. So, and he lost 35 pounds, and he actually looked older after doing traditional diet. But with the age like TR90, even actually you lost weight, you look younger and healthier. And she said that she had a really bad eating habits, and sleeping was very hard for her, and she actually started to become more she was after TR90 she was a lot healthier, and then her skin got a lot glowing and everything like that. So even you get you feel like when you are my mom always said, when you're after, you know, 56 years old, you should not be being on diet, because you will lose all of your fat on your face, and you will look more older and stuff like that. But TR90 does not do that. So this is what happens. The younger genes under here, so what use gene cluster turns on when you're younger, and then when you get older, your gene doesn't change, but that use gene cluster makes you young, it turns off. So with the age-lock ingredients, 92% you can go back to your 20s or 30s with this program. So it's very exciting to do this. Okay, and this is a gene. Use gene cluster heat map here, young gene expression. So here, column 3 shows right here, 90 age-lock silencer rest 92% of the genes towards a more youthful gene expression pattern. So when you do TR90, you know what happens with the normal traditional diet, you know, you get really tired and you lose a lot of face fat and you look older and stuff like that, which what actually happened with me when I was in 20s. Like I said, I was working out 3 hours a day or 3-4 hours a day, and then eating only chicken salad, and then I got a good body after, but my face got I was losing my face fats and I was looking older. So you don't want that after diet. And also TR90 is on physician's desktop references. So it's not just the supplements, but it could be actually diagnosed by a doctor and the pharmacist to give as a subscription for your healthy body here. And we promise for promising clinical results, significant decrease in body weight and relate to fat loss in both genders. So women and men. Visible decrease in stomach. So the toxin, when you remember that picture with that organ gets more fat in there, the toxin actually builds up among your abdomen where the organ is, and that's why it detoxes. So it decreases in stomach and thigh cough measures, especially on the stomach area, and reduce cravings. The hormone level changes. So hunger decrease at the end of the study, more to come. Here, this is Sophia, one of my member here. And this is before her TR90. This is her after TR90. And she's in 50s right now. And this is my result. So early 20s, this is what I was 134 pounds and I was size 8. And this is right after having a baby. Like I said, I'm 38. This was my last year picture after having baby. And this is now, and it's getting better and better. So this is one of my other member in my team, and she had 2 babies, and one of my customers said, "Oh, she actually looks like her husband, and then this looks like her wife and stuff." So she has a lot leaner body. She looks pretty, and she feels a lot healthier. Here's another result. Isn't that amazing? I thought it was really amazing looking like this. And then look at her. Not just she's losing weight, but look at her face, how she looks much younger after TR90. And this is Don Lovelace, who is a member of our company. He actually tested this product before it was launched out for us to try it. So we could have a more trust in this. He's actually managed keeping his weight after TR90 for, I don't know, I think 5 years now. Yeah. And this is another result. So if you have to think about, with the TR90, you have to think about the size and getting healthier. Yeah, here. And this is another, so the size is going down. So don't worry about the weight because the muscle is so important, right? Remember the yo-yo effect? And the waist, hips, and thigh here. And here, you know, a lot of guys work out after 40s. They get muscles here, but it's so hard to burn, you know, this abdominal area. But after tier 90, he looks a lot sexier here. So imagine laying down with your husband, looking like this every night. It's really nice, right? So here, and a lot of actually Asian guys after 40s or 50s, they gain around this area a lot because they're sitting down working on their desk a lot. And then after TR90, he looks a lot slimmer and then healthier too. So it's this TR90 program, like I said, it's not only for women, it's also for men. Here, the normal body becomes a lot lean and healthier body. And this guy is 80 years old and he actually have done this diet and he had more muscle here. It's not just looking like, I don't know, celebrities, but he feels a lot healthier, right? So remember the Sophia's picture, one of her member, she got really excited with the TR90. So she shared the TR90 with one of her friend who's 90 years old. She had a hard time actually walking because she was losing a lot of muscle in her legs. And after doing TR90 for 3 months, now she actually walks a lot better and she feels healthier. So she actually thanked her, you know, sharing this amazing product with her. Look at here. A lot of girls have this problem and a lot of girls have this kind of body shape, and I'm sure some of you guys agree with me, right? So they look actually skinny outside because the arms and legs are skinny, but the abdominal area is a little bit, you know, needs to detox, right? So after TR90, she lost that toxins out of it here. And we have a Zoom Fit system together. As the TR90 builds muscle, you need to exercise 30 minutes a day. And then we have this amazing live program every morning so you can join in and work out with us. And this will give you a lot faster and more amazing result. This person, she actually had a 2 baby. You know how girls say baby weight? Every you know, baby you have, then you will gain baby weight. But with this TR90, you can go back to your, you know, before you having a baby. So how do you want to look and feel? Age lock TR90 can be your solution. Yeah. So Tier 90 is not just the eating program. It controls the mind and body with the Jumpstart. So with the Jumpstart, the 15 days, you will be doing with the Jumpstart, and it can help your mood and cravings and everything, and then help you to lose more fat a lot faster in first 15 days. And mind with the control, having the ghrelin, the hormone that you want to eat, that it's going to control that to have more leptin out of your body, and it balanced with the advanced products and the simple eating plan, so you can follow very easily and you can have the active lifestyle with the TR90. Yes. So why TR90? Fat goes down, muscle goes up. It's not hard. It's not a starving diet. And not only lose fat, but makes you become very healthy, make your hormones in balance, turn on your body engine up. Aging makes your body firmer. Yeah. So my mom, who's in 60s, she actually takes TR90 shakes every single day for, I don't know, 3 years now. Her hip is actually really firm, I should say, and she actually does have a 6-pack on her body. So you can keep your shape for a very long time with the shakes after TR90. So I want to, challenge you by this. We could change buying expensive bags or phone. I actually change my phone every year because I really love devices, but we cannot really change our body, right? So invest on your body. So tier 90 is actually monthly, $450 now. And there is a special saving package is $1,280 plus tax. So imagine like you feel like you're spending a lot per month, but let's say, how much do you eat out for a month? Like eating out or grocery. So normal American spends about $250 dining out or two going whatever, and alcohol $150 per month. And clothes for 3 months we're not gonna buy it, right? Because all of our size is gonna going down after 3 months, right? So that's $170 there. Coffee, $100 average American. I wish I can hear you guys here, but So total average American spend $670 per month. So when you spend monthly TR90, about 450, I should say with the tax, right? You will be saving $220 per month doing TR90. Yeah. And 3 months saving, $660 in your pocket. So I would suggest you to have a maybe little envelope for yourself for 3 months and just save this money and then spend it after 3 months in maybe really nice dress or something really nice for yourself. Yeah. So this is how the pricing goes. Actually, this special package is our team's favorite. The Jumpstart, if you buy it separately, the member price is at $110. Control is $127.87, and there's 3 in this package, $383. Same thing with the Fit. Shakes, actually each you buy it, it's $83 per bottle. Yeah. And there's 6 of them in there, so that's gonna be $502.74. And like almost like a bonus, there's ours for in it, 3 of them, so $129.41. 3 times 388. All total is $1,768. So you are actually getting $488 saving on this package. Is that great? Yeah. But think about this. Oh, okay. It's almost like maybe $1,300 from my pocket. But if you really think about this, if you divide this by 3 months, because this is the 3 months program, right? That's $427 about. $427 if you divide by 30 days is $14. If you go out and eat maybe McDonald's and hamburger or set whatever, it's gonna be costing you $10 or even more, right? Sometimes usually you spend about $20 to eat out. And those meals are not going to give you that age-locked body and cleaning your blood vessels and give you that amazing energy after, right? But $14 divided by 2 meals, so for $7 you can do TR90 per meal. Isn't it amazing? With that $7 with the meal, you can get all of these benefits in your body. So imagining it like you're cleaning your house, or you have to repaint your house painting every 10 years, right? So imagine you're doing that for your body. And I challenge you to transform your life in 90 days with TR90.